Feature Friday.
The freshest. Right, so this is Alffy Rev with yet another amazing music video, I'm sure. And this is for the Spirit of Papua.
You know, thanks to him, is the reason why we are now one of my favorite singers lately, like Nowela. That's why we discovered
Absolutely.
her. And I think it's really awesome. Now we're going to get to discover as well Nowela, Mikhelia. I think that's how you pronounce it. Apologies if I'm mistaken. Epo de Fenomeno. And then Funky Papua. And the song is called The Spirit of Papua or Papua. There's no accent, but I don't know if accents operate in the same manner as they would in Spanish. I'm just trying to pronounce things in, you know, how we would in South America in a Spanish way. But let's give it a watch. This is Alffy Rev, yeah. And I think it's continuing from this like mystical Indonesian, which a lot of the places were real, and that was
freaking nuts. Yes, you guys kept tagging me on like the actual places where they filmed.
Yeah, some geezer with like a selfie stick, so I'm taking a video or something. Yeah.
You live in a magical land. It's so cool. Anyways, let's watch this. Yeah, I told you, it's like freaking mental.
It's so interesting to see what Indonesia was like 700 years ago.
Isn't it? Yeah. It's like, I would love to go there now. Because just look at that. Papua is the largest.
Papua is the largest and custommost province of Indonesia. Papua name comes from the word Papa Ua.
Okay, have fun. Turn up, friend, turn up. Ooh!
Oh, he's got jeans on. Oh, there you go. I was about to say.
That's really cool, though.
Some modernized take of things.
Oh, I feel like I'm watching a movie again.
It feels like Horizon.
No, it always reminds me of like Avatar.
How I miss home.
Oh, I love the inclusion of English captions. That is so great.
Thanks, man.
I know, for like international fans like us that are being introduced to this world of magic and culture and essence of Indonesia itself, and in such a magical way, I find that adding captions adds so much value to the whole experience, especially for people that are not from there, you know?
Of course, I mean, as memorizing as it is visually, there's so much value in its lyricism.
Absolutely. You can connect emotionally really quickly too. Woo, vocals.
How I miss home.
Oh, how good!
Oh, I wonder what that's called. Alffy.
Oh, I got goosebumps. That is so cool.
Very heavily percussive. Bloody hell. Movie level stuff.
Absolutely. Oh, and I love the inclusion of the natural sounds. It's so cool. It's so awesome.
It's such a juxtaposition, isn't it? This whole idea of sort of electronic music with a combination of raw natural percussion
and
from, you know, which is a bit more tribal, and then the combination of natural sounds, obviously from nature, you know, more animalistic approach and raw and more humane, you know, feet to the bare feet to the ground type of approach, and then combined with the most inhumane sound, which is electronic. It's such a ginormous contrast of things, and
such a natural progression, though, isn't it? It doesn't feel out of place.
Well, the fact that it works is that is so Yeah, that's why it's crazy. It's just, you know, it's when people, I don't know, by accident decided to mix sweet and salty, and it bloody worked. It's like, what the fuck?
Absolutely.
But that works. That's crazy. He's a smart man.
I have to be honest, his vision for this saga of music videos, it's actually so concrete, it's so real, it's so palpable, because you can hear the building of the atmosphere, you can feel the place, you can hear it, you can almost touch it, you know, from far away, and that comes from all sound stimuli that also becomes visual stimuli. But you could close your eyes and you could place yourself in the middle of the jungle and just be surrounded by these magical sounds that are part of nature with the tribal aspect of it, and also be included in this like sci-fi-ish reality that he creates with the the electronic sound that comes in after.
It's a video of opposites, right? True nature with sci-fi and tribal sound.
It's
with
fun.
Electronic modernized technology. It's a video of juxtapositions.
It is so clever and it's so very well carried. I find that's what makes this so enticing to watch and to experience, because even though it's a listening experience as much as it is visually, it's a concept that is so well executed that it feels like you're swimming through the whole storyline, and you lose the constructs of time. You kind of become absorbed by this reality, and I love that. I really like it. It's freaking amazing, man. Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, that's awesome. Woo! Wow, how cool!
That's mental.
That is insanity, isn't it? My god, this man needs to make a documentary.
Yeah, mari bangkit dari masa lalu, man.
Okay, dog.
Beri warna baru lagi dalam frame. Bikin lagi goal seperti games. Microphone teriakan chance. We are the king for the land. So one day, one side, one feel and one pride. Young people, one way, one spirit, one nation. Singa tak tidur selarian penuh bangun dan hasilkan lagi banyak peluh. Jadilah juara tanpa banyak keluh. Kita semua adalah juara baru. For the man by the bar.
See again, it's like it's so crazy, man, because it's like I really like that sort of emphasis there of like the historical and sort of what would you call it? Yeah, tribal tools that they used to utilize. They used to use, I guess, as redundant as that sounds. To develop and get to the stage where we're at now, right? But it's like it's so crazy because you're seeing, tribes to a certain extent dance to this music, which is like the furthest thing away from the music that they made back then. And now you're seeing even more modernized version, which is electronic with then rap and hip hop culture. It's such a fucking agglomeration of things, and I think that's the perfect perhaps description of what a lot of people from what you guys have been telling me they feel Indonesia represents. Different sounds, different cultures, all be connected to this holy land, this magical place of Indonesia. And it seems, Alffy Rev, I don't know, I'm just presuming, but he has been trying to do, because I saw the documentary, he didn't do a documentary, it's like a behind the scenes for the first video we watched. And it seems his objective is to try and create a bite-sized version of where if you were to look at this, you could get a grasp and understanding on the magical side of Indonesia, mixed with its culture and history, mixed with what the music industry also sounds like there, and what people have sort of evolved into. So I think it's job done. I think I don't think anyone's gonna complain, but it's such an interesting and concept to see play out.
It's a revolutionary concept. I think I find, because it's a huge production when from a construct point of view to the actual execution of it.
It's past and present all mixed together, but
and that's already hard. That concept on its own is already hard to include so much of the past to make it relevant in today's day and age with the sounds and influences that are popular today. That already is a tricky thing to get past, and to see the finished product be such a well complete and harmonic composition of things, of elements, it's actually baffling to me.
Yeah, and now with the introduction of like captions and stuff like that, it's like it also allows your curiosity to be sparked even more, because I do want to learn what type of spears they utilize there in comparison to maybe like tribes in South America. What's the humanitarian aspect, historically speaking, of Indonesia?
Absolutely.
What was the evolution of humans in that part of the world that I would have never gotten to know if it wasn't things now like all these years through the internet and things like those. But yeah, go on. It's like Portuguese. Sounds like.
She's cool.
Have mercy on me. The aspects of rock is like bizarre, dude.
Dude, this guy is so clever. It's hypnotic.
I want to know what type of music he listens to.
But he listens to a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
That's mental, right?
It does. It feels like a movie soundtrack, doesn't it? It's like you're in an adventure. That is insanity. Insane. It's absolutely insane. I'm sold. I want to go to Indonesia. Like, that's it.
Lots of crosses.
Tono Papua.
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 It's the largest and it's the most province of Indonesia.
Oh.
Bloody hell.
Oh, what the hell? That was nuts. That was nuts. It does feel like a sci-fi adventure movie with like some elements of realism, but to me it feels like it's all fantasy. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real.
That's the bizarre thing. Like a lot of those parts are real, and a lot of
these are real legends and like stories and history. And
yeah, sometimes we look for stories. It's kind of this fictional stories for wonderful and what would you call it? Yeah, amazing and awesome sort of
reality bending
depictions of reality or the past. But sometimes history itself proves, that magic, it's real and
it's all around us.
but but it's not in this fantastical sense. It genuinely has happened, and it happened, and the fact that we're here itself as a species is bloody a miracle itself. And but it's so cool, the fact that, because perhaps the message of it is like, not getting lost in the present and forgetting about the past.
That's right.
It's more like let's be hopeful for the future, present for what we are now, but hold our history with pride. I think perhaps that is the message.
Well, it does feel like, it's playing honorifics to the heritage itself.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful because you feel included, you feel part of this brand new. It opens up. It's like when you watch one of those Discovery Channel documentaries and then you become obsessed with the whole history and finding out more about the area that you're discovering. That's what this feels like. Yeah, it really is attractive and enticing, and it really does spark your curiosity.
Yeah, true. I mean, let us know what you thought about it. I'm really intrigued to sort of read the comments here, because I think it's a fucking absolute piece of work and art that they've created. So I'm sure it sparked a lot of sort of like conversation, and I'm sure it made a lot of people's skins, what would you call it? Like goosebumps and stuff like that. It's a really well made video. So let us know what you thought about it, and perhaps what else we should check out next.
That's right.